What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the question air conditioning. Now this question is basically where a farmer, John, his cows are particular about the room temperature, and basically they want to find the minimum amount of commands to be able to get to the designated temperature. So basically a command like when you're consecutively increasing or decreasing the temperature. So let's get started. So we can write a function first, which can be air condo. I'm gonna put the preferences that the cows want, so these, and then I'm gonna have these as the current temperatures, or these are the actual current temperatures. These are the preferences that the cows like. So we're gonna have a variable for that. Let's see here. So I want to have a variable for preference and a variable for temperature. Alright, so basically we are to find the actual minimum amount of commands. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a difference list, which basically keeps track of the differences of preference and temp. Basically the goal here is that we have to make differences, all of them to 0, basically making sure that these are equal into its preference. So what I'm going to say is P minus T for P, comma T, in zip, preference, and temperature. So now this is going to calculate the preference minus the temperature. Alright, so first we're going to create a variable to return the result. We're going to create another variable called first non-zero, which basically is a non-zero number that is able to help us loop throughout diff. So I'm going to set this to 0. I'm going to set last to 0. This is basically an index tracker. Actually, we don't need this. And I'm basically going to start coding. So what I'm going to want to do is put a while loop while first non-zero is less than length of diffs. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a loop to consecutively increase first non-zero. So let's say while first non-zero, again, is less than length of diffs, and diffs, diffs of first non-zero is equal to 0. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to increase first non-zero. Now we're going to create a variable. So we're going to say I equals first non-zero. And we're going to create another while loop that says while I plus 1 is less than length of diffs. And we're also going to create another function called sign, which is basically going to return 0, 1, or negative based on if the current value we're looping is greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0. So we're going to put x, and we're going to say if x is greater than 0, we're going to return 1. If x is less than 0, we're going to return -1, and else return 0. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say while I plus 1 is less than the length of diffs, and sign of diffs of I plus 1 is equal to sine of diffs of first non-zero. Basically making sure that it's always equal to first non-zero, each difference. Now we're going to say is I plus equals 1. And now we're going to create a if statement that says if length of diffs of first non-zero to I plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we're going to say break. And now we're going to create another variable that is the minimum of this range from diffs to from first non-zero to I plus 1. Okay, so now what we're going to do is use this j. We're going to create a loop for k in range, first non-zero to I plus 1. We're going to say diffs at k minus equals j, and result plus equals absolute value of j, because j is not always positive, I should say. And now we're going to return results. I think I put this meant to go here. Actually, this is meant to go in here too. And then I will move this out. And I think that's it. All we have to do is now return result, which I put here for no reason. Now we will call air condo. So print air condo. And now we will put a preference. So let's say 1, 5, 3, 3, 4. First example. And then our current temperature 1, 2, 2, 1. Let's see, I'm going to run it. Actually, I'll just do it here in CMD. Oops. Let's do this. And wait. I'm gonna call this air condo.py. I'm gonna just open with Python. Oops. Python aircondo.py. Looks like it's not working. I'm just gonna call here. So if we test it, it shows. Let's see. So, it gave us 5. These are just showing the steps throughout the thing, and that's it. So, I hope you enjoy the solution. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you just join my Discord server down below. Check out my website, and yeah, check out my other videos, of course. Subscribe, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.